Yeah, just about an hour ago, Gary Rokes took the podium to bring us up to speed, telling us that this entire community they went through, did a sweep through here in Elon of the community that was hit here in Amherst County, and that nobody else is missing, nobody else is hurt. And he was pretty emotional when he got up there, and there's good reason. If you think about it, 24 hours ago, everyone was going about their lives like they normally do. It was a Sunday night. They were probably barbecuing in the backyard, cooking dinner with their kids. Everything was as they had always known it. Now look at this neighborhood here. This is on Nottoway. This is where the majority of this destruction happened. Houses wiped away, roofs wiped away. And if you look at, there are some houses that were barely touched. Maybe there's some shingles gone. There are other houses that are destroyed tonight.
Today is the first day of the cleanup process here in Amherst County, and for residents of this tight-knit community, what they're seeing is absolutely devastating.
I heard this noise that sounded like a train coming. It was just really a foreboding noise, like doom.
That was the moment Tefna Richardson knew she was in trouble. She grabbed her dogs, crouched in the corner, and prayed she would survive the storm.
And at that time, I started just screaming out, just praying.
Trees toppled down around Richardson's home, but she and her dogs walked away unharmed due to what she calls the grace of God.
Trees are going down, Dad. Just pull them. What do you think we should do? Is this it?
He's in telephone wires.
That tree fell down over there.
Oh, that tree just fell. I'm right by a big tree.
Do you think you can go through there, through the wires? No, I don't think we should. No, hold on. You stuck?
Yeah.
What do you think about driving?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow. Scary and dramatic video of the moment. A family out for a drive got stuck in last night's storm. Chris Berkheimer sent us this video through See It, Send It. He says the situation went from calm to intense within a matter of seconds.
This is video from Timberlake Road last night as that storm moved through the area. Some very scary moments for people that live there. ABC 13's Courtney Joden went to Timberlake Road today to see how they're coping.
People who live along Beechwood Drive just off of Timberlake Road are working to clear the debris from their yards and from their homes. Actually, you can see people right here. This is the Eubank home, and we're going to show you what they're dealing with. Jessica Eubank and her family's home is still intact.
Got a lot to do.
But their backyard is another story.
The giant oak that we have here, easily 800 or 900 years old.
Luckily, the huge oak tree fell into an empty lot between two houses.
Picking up the pieces.
And I was telling Mom, I said, hey, it's north of Lynchburg. We're okay. I mean, as soon as those words came out of my mouth, boom, my dispatcher came on the radio.
Tornado touchdown on Nottoway. Unable to locate family members.
A tornado touched down in our area.
We have a report of injury at Timberlake Road at Starbucks. The touchdown of a tornado.
Leaving millions of dollars in damage.
We were upstairs, I guess, when the roof was flying off.
And tearing lives apart.
ABC 13 continues our team coverage tonight. Everything we know that's being done to help.
But when you actually get down here and you start seeing how it actually affects the people, then it's a whole different story.
And check out this video of the moment a tornado touched down in Campbell County. This is surveillance video from outside Computer Exchange on Timberlake Road. You can see debris blowing across the parking lot. Tonight, ABC 13's team coverage of the devastation left behind from that storm continues.
We've got a lot of people working in the area, but also out of respect for the citizens, excuse me, the citizens that lost, everything down there, last night.
Trying to recover. An emotional day for many as they realize just how much they lost in yesterday's storms.
You see things like this on TV and you think, it's tragic, but it'll never happen to me. But it does happen to you.
ABC 13 has team coverage surveying the damage.
I was scared to death.
A special edition of ABC 13 News at 6 after the storm starts now. This is a look overhead at the damage from last night's storms. This drone video comes from Elon. one of the hardest hit communities. Good to have you with us tonight at 6. We have team coverage with the very latest on the damage. Danner Evans is anchoring our coverage from Elon and Amherst County. ABC 13's Carrie Beal, Whitney Burney, and ITN East McMiller are at some of the hardest hit areas, but let's turn our attention and begin with Danner. Danner?
Mark, you just saw that drone footage over Elon, this area that was hit so hard. But to be here on the ground, it looks like a bomb went off in this Amherst County community. Just look at all the shrubs that are there. Treetops just cut off midway. And you can see this house behind me here. The front part of it intact, but really the rest of the house is gone. And that's what so many of the houses look like in this Elon community tonight. About 20 to 26 homes destroyed in that tornado that hit last night. I saw the National Weather Service. We passed them as we were walking down this road here tonight. They were assessing the damage to see just how much of an impact this tornado had on this community. They've been in our community all day. They've been in Campbell County. They've been in Lynchburg, and they ended their day here in possibly the hardest hit area here in Amherst County. And just take a look down the street here. Debris piled up on the side. Amherst County says they have secured dumpsters so these people can begin to go through all of their things, throwing away the debris so they can begin the building process. ABC 13's Carrie Beal talked to a homeowner. Guess what? He went off for 10 minutes to go pick up the kids, and when he came home, he found his home was gone.
It's a terrible sight when you're coming back and you looked where your house was, and it's not there.
David Childress came back to a demolished house and found his wife and son in distress.
She said that she actually saw the house lifting up. She was on the main floor, and she saw the wall coming in, and the wall actually hit her. And then she hollered out for our oldest son, Bryson, and she actually found him. The storm had actually thrown him out into the yard, and so he was unconscious.
His family, one of many here to experience devastation.
So that's where it was.
Yes.
And that's where it is now.
Correct.
To our home, the brick off this side and up at attic, you can see a hole. On the other side, we're very fortunate to be alive.
A feeling so many here share.
The house we can replace, but our family we can't.
Now there are two main neighborhoods here. That's one that's not far away. It's really around the corner. We are over in the Elon community that's off of Route 130 that was now clear tonight. Traffic is flowing. But I'll tell you what, they really do not want people coming by and gawking at this because they've got a lot of work to do. We spoke with one homeowner over here who says that he was trapped inside his home for about an hour. Can you imagine that? His roof was blown off and the sides of the walls came crashing in on him. Gosh, this guy got lucky. His neighbor came over and helped him get out.
That door right there come in on me, and I didn't realize until later on that the roof was gone. Till I looked up, and like I said, that boy come over and helped me get me out of there.
He managed to get upstairs where his neighbor put a ladder and then brought him to safety, and luckily he only had a few minor cuts and scrapes.
Danner, I'm in a neighborhood off of Water Lake Road. Take a look at some of this damage. This is a huge down tree that came down in one of the neighbor's yard. And if you look up a little bit higher, you can see that their entire roof is gone. There's less than half of the shingles that are normally there that are still there. And if you look down the road a little bit further, you can see that a lot of these cars have windows that were shattered. You can see the roof is a little bit crumpled. And this is what the large part of this neighborhood looks like today. Neighbors here say they didn't have much time to prepare and take cover last night. They say shortly after the warning came through to their phones, the storm tore through the neighborhood. They walked outside to see shattered windows, cars turned over, down trees, and even trailers thrown. Neighbors say that in just a matter of minutes, their home sustained thousands of dollars in damages. They say they've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, it was so scary. Just something you don't expect to really happen. We don't get tornadoes that often here.
This morning, dozens of people showed up to the neighborhood to pitch in and help clean up. Neighbors say with the amount of damage to their area, it'll likely take weeks to repair. The people in this neighborhood say that they're just happy that everyone made it out. Live in Campbell County, Whitney Burney, ABC 13 News.
A sentiment a lot of people are echoing tonight, Whitney. Now let's go to Danville, where a whole lot of people are cleaning up debris just like this today. ABC 13's Itanise McMiller is live in Danville now with what she's seeing.
Danner, check out what was left here on Golf Club Road. You can see this massive tree is about 150 years old and it just missed this home. You can see that the tree ripped out of the ground and its roots stand almost as tall as I am. And it's just one of the many spots we found.
I was scared to death.
You know, I thought it was my last day.
Ed Neal was home alone when he got word the tornado was headed right towards him.
I got an eerie feeling it's coming this way.
His neighborhood took the burn.
I thought the roof of the house was flying off.
Neal says the storm only lasted about 30 seconds. After it passed, he realized the roof to his home was still intact.
That's heavy.
But he got a big surprise when he walked outside.
And I saw the top of the stable here was blown off.
Neal isn't the only one in the neighborhood affected.
It was just kind of like leaking, but then like it got wetter and the roof started falling off.
Joelle Bray and her family were home when the storm peeled off a portion of their home.
Like my mom, before we ran downstairs, she said, "Oh my gosh, it's hailing." But it was just like all the insulation so we were upstairs, I guess, when the roof was flying off.
Thankfully, no one was hurt. Although the neighborhood is shattered, both Neal and Bray say the community's support is keeping them together.
Everybody was stopping off the streets, seeing if we were okay, which that's really the most important thing, is that we're okay.
For those of you in Danville hitting the roads tonight, there are a few road closures. Westover Drive near James Road will be closed throughout the night and into tomorrow. As well as Washington Street at 1st Street. There are downed trees with electrical wires wrapped around them, so try to avoid those roads if you can. Reporting live in Danville, Itanise McMiller, ABC 13 News.
Many of us also now going 24 hours now with no power. I'm right there with you, folks. You can see the Appalachian Power outage map lit up tonight. Thousands of people without power at this hour. Stay with us. We're going to talk live with Appalachian Power later in the show, get you an update on where they are in the process in restoring your power.
Right now, the National Weather Service is out surveying the storm damage. So far, we now have 2 reports of confirmed tornadoes, though they will definitely confirm also Lynchburg as well as the Amherst County tornado in Elon. The first tornado they confirmed was in Craig County. That's just northwest of Roanoke. This tornado was actually on the ground for less than 1 minute. However, during that time, 6 homes were damaged. It was a wide but a short-lived tornado. This tornado was more significant in Rockingham County, that is just south of Danville. This particular tornado passed near Reedsville, and it was on the ground for 17 miles. It was wider than 2 football fields, and there were 7 injuries, including when the tornado crossed the small community of Ruffin, North Carolina. So this is the tornado that made its way into Danville, later Pittsylvania County, and then reformed into another tornado in Lynchburg and also in Amherst County.
I'm Dana Evans, live in Amherst County here in the Elon community off of Route 130. You can see the American flag waving there in the breeze tonight in this community that has been torn apart by a tornado that hit just about 24 hours ago. A lot of these people seeking shelter tonight here in Elon and in Campbell County as well. ABC 13's Valencia Jones is set up at Thomas Road Baptist Church where they're offering shelter tonight.
Thomas Road Baptist Church and Red Cross volunteers say they're ready and waiting to welcome folks with open arms. They opened the doors of the shelter last night, taking donations and providing a place for those devastated by the storms sweeping through the area yesterday. Volunteers are providing lodging, showers, food, water, and medicine. Organizers say not many people have come just yet, although they've taken up lots of donations. But as power outages continue, they want everyone to know they have a place to go. We're told the shelter will be open as long as needed and through Wednesday at least. Live in Lynchburg, Valencia Jones, ABC 13 News.
One of the positives to come out of this, so many people stepping up to help each other. Go to WSET.com right now and to our ABC 13 News app to see more on how you can help those affected by the storms. There are a lot of ways you can do it right now and in the days and weeks to come. Now let's send it back to the studio with Mark.
Hi everybody, I'm Dennis Carter. With school out today, a large group of EC Glass athletes from several different sports came together to help out their neighbors in need following yesterday's devastating storms. The cleanup and recovery efforts are just getting started with all the destruction left behind. Area athletes and coaches were out helping to clean up in some of the hard-hit areas across the street from Oakwood Country Club, including Peakland Place and Oakwood Place.
I think it's good for us to get out and give back to so many folks that have given to us. And you know, we got the manpower, we got the back strength, so let's get to work.
It was amazing, man. Like being able to help your community, it's amazing.
Very rewarding. I love looking out for my community. Just like to help people.
I just want to say thank you for everyone who is coming out today and to help us. I really thank you and God bless you guys.
Good job by everybody helping out. We'll be right back.